The world is full of guys, construction guys, politics guys, store guys. But construction guys aren't all the same, and Lord knows that all politics guys aren't the same. Every guy is a little different. This is a podcast where we all pick our guy. We are the boys who pick the guys. This is the podcast we call GuyBoys. GuyBoys, 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 GuyBoys. I'm one of your hosts, Josh, and I'm joined by Caleb.
Hi.
And Gabe.
Hey.
Hey, were you able to come up with catchphrases?
Yes.
That'd be nice if you could kind of identify yourself for listeners with catchphrases.
Yes, okay. I'm Caleb, and my catchphrase is Seasoins, Greedoings.
Gabe, what's yours?
My catchphrase is pizza.
Oh, okay.
I had originally picked a different catchphrase.
Yeah, but it's
And then I shared what my catchphrase was going to be. And then somebody stole it and added a little something to it, which I would argue did not make it any better than the original idea. But it was maybe only to, add credibility to its originality.
Yeah, I just thought it was different.
Yeah, Caleb, you thought once you knew that Gabe was going to say Greetoings, you thought if you said Seasoins Greetoings, that would steal some of Gabe's thunder, make him look like a Johnny Come Lately.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Okay.
That was just when he said his, I thought of mine.
Yeah, okay, it helped.
I'm glad to be an inspiration.
You are.
We wanted this podcast, we're adding it to sort of the existing advanced answering techniques family of podcasts, because we wanted a place, I think, where we can finally blow off some steam.
Oh,
yes.
Where we are not so constrained
It's so
by
buttoned up
rules. Yeah.
on the other one.
On the other one.
Yeah.
This is one where we can really relax. It's like a tree house or the back room of a casino where you can beat up your debtors.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like, can it be both?
Yeah.
Treehouse and the back of it's kind of like a themed casino.
It's a tree house in the back of a casino.
Yeah. What's going on in
Where
there?
you can drag your debtors.
Yeah. You might want to watch out. I think you're going to get an invitation to the treehouse.
Yeah. And there's a sign on the door that says "GuyBoys only."
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
No gal girls allowed.
Yep. That's
Would
good.
be the
Cowgirls, Guy-Boys.
Kind of like
analog.
cowgirls. That's
Ooh.
That's what makes me think of.
Yeah.
No, well, but
Yeah.
what if it's just no cowgirls
girls.
allowed?
yeah, I don't want them either.
That's fine. But I did cowgirls, and thinking of it as cowgirls
Yeah.
is like those girls are just rounding up and hurting gals.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just go ahead and draw it out for me a little bit?
Well,
'cause
if
I'm
it's a
not exactly sure.
cowgirl, then
Yeah.
her job is to herd and
Yeah.
round up cows.
Yes.
So if it's a gal girl,
A gal girl.
Oh,
I
no,
see.
then
I
her
see.
job is to round up
Yes.
and
Yes.
herd gals.
Herd.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we should listen to all women.
And this is
So,
something.
Even if what they want to do is round up other women.
right. They're herding. They've heard women,
Yeah.
and we want to listen to all women.
Right.
That's true.
And this brings up something I was thinking about this very morning, which is there a reason in the English language that we pronounce, in American English, we pronounce it herb instead of herb, but not erd instead of herd?
Mm.
That's a real area of
Why would that?
inconsistency.
Why would that be?
Yeah. But it's interesting because I feel like some English would do the exact opposite. Have you heard?
Yeah,
Have you heard about
Well,
the
they won't.
herbs?
Some of these guys, they won't put an H on any damn
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Put
So
an
they're
H.
doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just have to choose which way you're going to go.
yeah, exactly. I mean, we don't have to get started on their problems.
Yeah,
over there.
on some of our
yeah.
criticisms of British accent culture.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's just culture.
Yeah.
yeah.
This week, we're exploring which guy we'd each be in a Secret Service entourage. I just want to make sure that the listener has a clear picture of what this is. I think we did a good job of explaining at the top.
Totally.
Yeah.
But we're going to go through and we're going to take kind of a category of person. And we're each going to kind of describe what we would be like if we were in this particular hierarchy or system or whatever.
Yeah.
And today it's a Secret Service entourage.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any initial thoughts on, you know, sort of what makes a good Secret Service entourage, anything like that? What do you need? Like, we've been hearing a lot about this recently. So I think some of us probably are more hip to what goes on in a Secret Service entourage than we have been previously. I didn't know there were bullet sponges.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
There are bullet sponges. That's
Yeah.
what some of these guys are called.
Wow.
They're not. They're just bullet sponges. They're not
And that's
heroes or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tricky. That would be a tricky role to have because you have
Yeah.
to be quick but also big.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also it does,
Thick.
you know, make you
Quick and thick, I guess is what I should say.
after the sponge has been used.
Maybe that'll be my catchphrase.
Yeah.
it just kind of puts the image in your head of like after the sponge has been used, they're processing everything in the aftermath and wringing the bullets
Yep.
out.
Just- well, and
Can't waste this in
Yeah.
this economy.
and if it's like other sponges in the workplace, in my experience, you don't
Yeah.
want to touch them or
Don't-
else you're
No,
going to smell
they're gonna smell bad.
like the bullet
Yeah,
sponge.
it will linger
Yeah.
for weeks.
Yeah.
and then you have to boil the bullet sponge before you use it again.
Yeah, when there's a couple of bullets left in it and it's just left out.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's got all the
Things
bullets in it, and then you
start
touch
to go
it.
sour.
Ooh,
Yeah,
gross.
we sort of missed our chance with this.
We
bullet
should have
sponge.
taken these bullets out a while ago.
It is just like any other sponge. Once you use it, it will probably start to smell pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's obviously some kind of like communications hub guy in the
Yeah.
Secret Service, somebody that's his dedicated thing.
He's in a wheelchair.
And he's frequently in a wheelchair. Like he's kind of the Professor X
Yeah.
of the whole Secret Service entourage. They're definitely counter snipers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some of what we've seen recently. So where do you guys think you would? It doesn't have to be any of those categories.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you might fit in?
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, I think as somebody who's over 6 feet tall and pretty big build, I think I would be best suited to be right there, one of those bullet sponges.
You do think
I think that's what I would be,
Yeah.
and I think I would probably try to enhance this. My ability in that particular position by just having cheeseburgers.
Yes.
Cheeseburgers on me, so I can keep eating them, become a better sponge.
Yeah.
More suited for the required,
Yeah.
action.
There are
or,
two, and as I think we pointed out, there's kind of two capacities for the bullet sponge.
right.
They need to be big,
Yeah.
Yep.
but they also need to be able to get where they're going quickly,
Yeah.
right?
That's
to be
what-
effective.
That's that's true. But also, like, depending on your the person you're protecting,
Yeah.
right? They might just, if you have cheeseburgers on you, they might just want you right there all
Right
the
there.
time.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, that's a good point. You have these cheeseburgers on you. Okay, so they're fulfilling sort of their role before they're even consumed.
Right.
They're adding this padding.
Yes.
But then you can consume them
Exactly.
and take them on and increase that.
And
So
you
over
can
time.
take on the strength of the
on.
cheeseburger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Absorb the strength of the burger.
Yeah. And then
It becomes your power.
that's however,
Yeah.
and you could maybe even to kind of justify your position and your technique,
Yeah.
make some kind of chart proving that
Yeah.
each burger would deflect and absorb X amount of bullets.
That it helps.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd
I-
like to see that
Yeah.
And I think
diagram.
just to get into the obvious next question is what kind of burgers are we talking?
Right.
And they're not going to be, I what I'm thinking is like 2 8-pound patties, smash patty style, American cheese on there. That sort of gloopiness will
Yeah.
definitely slow a projectile down.
And the crust, you've got a good crust,
crust.
on. That's 4 layers of crust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're doing it right, it's 4 layers of crust. And nothing fancy on the bun. A potato roll, a little bit of ketchup, light mustard, some chopped onions, 3 pickles.
And
Wow.
and maybe
Dill.
you'd mix it up if your guy has some specific preferences.
Yeah.
If the guy that you're defending.
Yeah, maybe it's like fronts for me,
Yeah.
and there's no mustard on the back.
I'd
Right.
say
You know?
I'd say no ketchup. That's not just a preference. That's to avoid
That's functional.
Confusion.
That's functional.
That's a really good point, Caleb.
That's all.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, although it's pretty safe to assume that if the burgers are penetrated, that
Yeah.
at that point it might not really matter.
Okay, so
is this blood? Is this ketchup?
So in other words,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
guess
really
so.
believe in the deflecting capabilities
Of these burgers.
of your burgers that have crust and cheese.
Well, no, like it's it's still probably gonna make it through. Just might not penetrate quite as deeply
Right.
as it would otherwise. I
Right.
think. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I think
that's true.
I think it's true.
it's not a substantial amount. Definitely not.
No, but it's helping.
more than nothing.
Sure.
it's yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Like if the burgers weren't there, it would the bullet would go a little
They would
further
go a
in.
burger depth further.
I don't think it
Burger depth further.
I don't think it would translate because a burger's probably 2 or 3 inches
Yeah.
deep. I'm talking about not these aren't huge burgers
Right.
either.
I'd say it's tall, but then I guess when you put it on
You
its
compress
side,
it
it's
in
the depth. It becomes depth. That's interesting.
under
Height
the suit.
becomes depth.
Height does become depth.
Yeah. At a certain point, it does. So that would be my guy. I mean, I think that it suits me.
And what I think it is good. What's your sort of overall attitude? Do you think?
Oh, I'm taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like a wimpy guy. Not
Wimpy
like a
with his burgers.
wimpy like the
Wimpies.
like the guy from Popeye.
Yeah.
Where he's eating the burger, but he's kind of clownish. It's like this guy's serious.
Well,
my
but
guy
do you
is-
want to kind of give off a vibe of being a clown just to confuse people so that,
That's
a
interesting.
shooter who sees a bullet sponge nearby
Yeah.
is going to go, oh, that guy's going to sponge up all of my bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't have that. Whereas if he's like, oh, there's just a clown there.
I'll just pick him off real quick.
Yeah. Or I don't mind the clown.
Yeah, I like the
I'm not
clown
here to kill
there.
clowns.
I'm not trying to kill clowns. I support
that's-
clowns.
Yeah.
That's throwing them on. I mean, that's like kind of directing them to the target.
Yeah, but you want that,
potentially.
and then you want to
That's-
get in between the bullet and the target.
See, that's interesting,
All right.
Caleb, because you're saying that the guy looks at the clouds and goes, "Oh, that's great. I like the cloud." But maybe the cloud is a good
Yeah.
alternate target. Maybe somebody would be like,
I hate
"I'm
clowns.
taking that clown down."
Yeah, maybe you do want some kind of different, but a big variety of different kind of characters near the president.
So that's something that we can think
To
about.
try to dissuade them because they've
Yeah.
done all this
Check
planning.
this out.
They've done all of this,
Uh-oh.
all of this
You
exacting.
could kill the president or
Yeah.
something else you
Guess
don't
Yeah.
like.
We're really hoping that in the last moment before they pull the trigger, they'll be like, you know what? I'm going to actually opt to eliminate this target that has no influence over anything.
I'm gonna call an audible here. And
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
this guy.
we're
Yes.
gonna change targets here.
That's crazy.
With that in mind,
Yeah.
Caleb, I think it'd be good to move on to your guy.
Yeah, so my guy is it's crazy that you said this, Gabe.
Oh.
It really is. Because my guy is going to is a hamburger. No, no. I was thinking of Secret Service, and I was like, it's funny we call it the Secret Service. We
Yeah.
can see them.
Right.
They're not very secret.
Right.
So what's more secret? You know.
This
what's
is really
something that's
interesting
kind
because
of
Caleb, you'll not believe
behind the scenes.
how similarly
You know?
we were thinking on
Wow.
this subject.
I think we're gonna depart pretty quick here.
Okay.
So what's something? And my thing was, well, we got these Secret Service guys out there. They have to be attentive at all times. But, there's things they need. Food.
Yeah.
Water, sustenance, So I was thinking my guy would be a sort of Secret Service, but it's like room service for the Secret Service.
That's good. Okay, that does go in a different direction.
So you can call my guy up. He will get you food.
Yeah.
He will he will arrive clandestinely.
Yeah.
And supply these, sniper on a roof.
Yep.
He needs to bite.
Yeah.
He needs to be focused.
Right. He can't be.
And he's hungry.
Yes.
Or thirsty.
Right.
Counter sniper, we gotta, provide for him.
Yeah.
So they can be quick.
Mhm.
So my thing is like develop an app that's Secret Service kind of
It's
oriented.
like kind of like a DoorDash.
You
or-
can't get it
yeah.
unless you're in the Secret Service.
Okay.
Yeah. Two-factor authentication.
Yeah. Oh, it's very secure.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of, and then we could even do like, I don't know, special kind of. But so basically, there's a food truck that follows the Secret Service around.
Gotcha.
And I have a certain amount of, I don't have a huge menu
Okay.
Right.
because I do want to give good, know that I'm making good products.
Sometimes
to get
people
out
will. Sometimes if they're kind of staking something out, people
Yeah.
will notice
Yeah.
a certain truck
Right.
that's in the area, and feel, and it might seem like it's kind of a tip off, but.
Well,
Don't worry, it's not full of like guys with like radios and stuff like that. It's just a guy with.
it's not
with
full of guys with radios.
Right. There's just a couple guys.
There's a
with
couple
radios
guys with radios.
who are surveilling.
Yeah.
They're like listening in on. They've got a wiretap going.
Yeah.
But
So
it's just to get orders
Just
for
to get
food.
that
just to
no
get-
one can know about.
The app doesn't
Look.
seem to be that important.
And it's tricky. It's true. The app is important.
Okay.
Because there is tracking
'Cause
for
it
the
seems like
food.
you're
It's
just-
like a Domino's kind of thing
Yeah,
where you
if
can
you're-
see the food is coming. The food is.
I see.
In the
That's
oven,
it's mainly
on
for
the
that's not
way.
for placing the order.
Yeah.
Placing the order, you can just kind of speak into the air.
Yes.
And you're being surveilled. And
because
someone-
you're being surveilled. We're surveilling
Yeah.
you to see when we get an inkling
Right.
that you
Yeah.
might need some food soon.
and then when you speak it, maybe within a few minutes, you get a notification that says order confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Click
and
link to
it's-
track, and then it opens the
Yep.
app on your phone.
Yep.
And,
Totally.
yeah.
And we are tracking them. We have all of the
Right.
Secret Services
Yep.
locations
Yep.
because we need to know where to go with the
So,
food.
so really, it's a pretty serious security risk
It's
if
not
this
a-
was to be compromised in any
What's
way.
more risky than having an agent who needs to accomplish something and is
Sure.
being
Right.
distracted by pangs of hunger?
A
Yeah.
low
That's
glycemic
risky.
index. Yeah.
So yeah, my guy is probably helping your guy out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm way overworked.
Right.
I'm so stressed out.
Right. Yeah.
My guy is like, I got into food truck stuff and I just kind of found myself in the Secret
You got
Service.
it. I hadn't realized that was the origin story.
Yeah.
Once you started.
Yeah,
Wow.
I started off in food truck service
Yeah.
stuff, and then I was working in Arlington,
Uh-huh.
and I got hooked in, and I
Yeah.
just I could not deny.
Well, once
these,
you've witnessed,
you know,
once you've seen certain things,
Yep.
you're kind of
Right.
you're just
you're part of
tethered
it.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're grafted in.
You can either
have
be
to
part of it, or
Yeah.
you can be cut loose, and you do not want to be cut loose.
You do not want to be cut loose.
Maybe you
'cause-
saw a partner, that got, was lost in the field because of his decision-making abilities being hampered by
Yeah.
low blood sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's
And
a
you're like,
diabetic.
never again.
Yeah.
Diabetic Secret
Yeah.
Service member,
Right.
and I know that's kind of an off chance, and
Sure.
there's not a ton of those,
Yeah.
but let's
But
make
he was
sure
so good
He
that
was
they kept him on
so-
anyway.
he was
you
he
know?
was so good when he was on, when he wasn't
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
flailing around,
Right.
and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
He was one of the best bullet sponges to ever do it. You know?
oh yeah, and it was
His
just a pity
Big,
that
soft, fleshy limbs.
Yeah.
yes, oh yeah, yeah, he couldn't move very quickly because his legs were
Not the circulation.
Nah,
But
yeah.
you hit one of those legs, that bullet's not going anywhere.
Oh no, it's
Well, and
hard.
because his body's not processing the sugar correctly,
Yeah.
its blood is extra thick, like syrup, slows the bullets down.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my guy. I just have a passion for food
Yeah.
and safety,
I-
security. just to so everyone's kind of aware, another part of the thing is that I do have to balance making safe food
Yeah.
because it is tricky, and the FSA kind of has nothing. They can't say anything to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I am trying to make a lot of very good food, and sometimes the safety
Right.
and the preparation does kind of fall by
It
the
suffers
wayside.
a little
That has
bit.
happened
Does it suffer a little bit because you're
because I'm not being inspected
Yeah.
at all.
Right.
Right.
What are they going to say?
So every agent has to kind of make the assessment. Like, would it be worth having low blood sugar, or perhaps getting a foodborne illness?
Yeah. I
mean,
like
It's not something
what's
my
gonna be
guy
more
likes
debilitating?
about the whole
Yeah.
situation.
but
He
there's
would prefer if there was someone checking up on him, kind of. That would
Right.
actually be helpful to him. But he also has a passion for making food and doesn't want to be hampered by some
Yeah.
things, But
this is the way this is what I'm getting is that at the regular health checkups for your division of Secret Service guys, the guys that you're serving,
yeah.
these guys are full of trichinosis.
I mean, it's there. Not every time,
right.
but it has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I'll be preparing some bear meat
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
one of the guys got.
Right.
And thought it would be fun to serve.
Well, you can really make a bear. You can really stretch a bear out.
Oh yeah, and it's also like the kind of thing where these guys need to be strong.
Yeah.
And so the strength of the bear now
Right.
abides within these men.
Yes.
yeah.
My guy is. I also felt that maybe the Secret Service weren't secret enough,
Yeah.
and so my guy is very secretive within the Secret Service.
Oh, boy.
He is very low profile. People often one of the things that my guy will do is that he'll get on the Slack, the Secret Service Slack.
Yeah.
He'll say working from home.
Yeah.
He's not working from home.
No.
No.
Sometimes he'll do the opposite too.
Yeah.
He won't say working from home, that he will be working from home.
Ah.
And so he gets out. He'll get out there, and you might not know where he is. Nobody else on the team necessarily knows where he is. He's a master of disguise.
Okay.
You see somebody wearing an American History X hat and a Malcolm X T-shirt. Is that him?
Yeah.
No, it might not be.
Oh, okay.
But it might be.
It could
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Could be. That could be him. Stuff like
Interesting.
that.
He's just like X stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he certified on X?
He's
Verified,
paid. He's paid.
sorry.
He's paid.
I think the guy who was wearing X American History X hat,
Yeah.
Malcolm X shirt,
Yeah.
is Vin Diesel.
That's entirely possible.
He likes X stuff.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah. He's
Yeah.
Triple X himself.
he? Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for listening to Guy Boys. It's been really fun. We'll see you next time. Who knows what it'll be? Who knows what kind of guys we'll
Sure.
be?
Yeah.
What are some guys that you think we could be
Yes.
next time?
That's a great
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you think if you come across a set of guys
Yeah.
and you're curious what our take on
What would
those
those guys
would
Yeah.
be.
What would these
Yeah.
boys guys be?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Thank you
Thank you for listening, and
Pre-
good night.
Good night.
and good night.